in the next 15 minutes on BBC Radio Wiltshire. Meanwhile, in the House of Commons this afternoon, the Chancellor announced that small businesses struggling during this pandemic will be eligible for new loans worth up to £50,000, backed by a government guarantee. Rishi Sunak said the new bounce back loan scheme would help bolster the existing package of support available to the smallest businesses. Let's try and make sense of this with Ashley Hutchinson from A&S Business Consultants in Trowbridge, who's been advising companies on how to operate during COVID-19 pandemic. Ashley, thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Just listen to what the Health Secretary had to say. What about what the Chancellor had to say? What's involved here?
Oh, good evening. Well, what's been dubbed the micro loan scheme was announced today, and it's a very exciting step forward. And although it's in its early stage, it looks like it's a pretty decent supplement to the much publicised C-bills system. Designed specifically for smaller micro businesses, they can apply for loans between £2,000 and £50,000. The application process looks incredibly straightforward. I mean, the detail obviously yet to be released, but it's a self-certification process online. It's not clear yet from the information I've seen who's loaning the money. But the rhetoric is that if you complete the self-certification process in a two-form online document, the money will be released to the business within days. It's a massive step forward for smaller micro businesses that up until this point will have been struggling to receive money through C-bills and may have been struggling to see what the future holds.
And you say within days. Most of the early initiatives they were talking about at the beginning of June before it filtered through, so that sounds like a positive.
It does. I mean, I can just picture the hundreds of thousands of small and micro business owners out there breathing a sigh of relief if this becomes what the release in the House of Commons today has discussed. It's a really positive step forward. But I do need to stress, detail yet to be released, not sure where the money is coming from, and I think even comments such as no interest or even capital repayments for the first 12 months, and the lending criteria not necessarily including affordability tests. So while that gives some concern as to who's going to be borrowing the money and the chances to get it back, the number one priority has got to be getting our supply chain and our small business economy moving. And this is a really big step in that direction. How
many people might be eligible? How big a deal is this?
Well, the numbers are, off the top of my head, I'll have to guess, something in the region of between 500,000 and 750,000 small businesses. This is a really significant step. It could be tens or in excess of £100 billion of lending.
Thank you very much indeed. That's Ashley Hutchinson's insight from A&S Business Consultants in Trowbridge on BBC Radio Wiltshire. Up to date with the news. What about the weather? Ian Ferguson.
Hello there. The Chancellor